You're not unlucky, you're attracting them. Here's why. Imagine this. You meet someone new. It feels exciting, different, promising. They say the right things. They make you feel seen. Maybe even special. But then, slowly, something shifts. The same arguments. The same emotional distance. The same disappointment. Different face. Same story. And deep down, a question starts to haunt you. Why does this keep happening to me? Here's the uncomfortable truth. It's not bad luck. You're not unlucky. You're attracting them. And today, you're going to understand exactly why. Welcome to Love Psychology Lab, where we explore the hidden psychological forces shaping your relationships. If you've ever felt stuck in the same romantic cycle, if you've ever wondered why your relationships seem to repeat themselves, then this video is for you. Make sure you like, subscribe, and stay until the end, because what you're about to discover might completely change the way you see love. Psychology teaches us something powerful. Attraction is not random. It is patterned. We are drawn to people who reflect our internal world, our beliefs, our wounds, our emotional conditioning. As Carl Jung famously said, until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. What feels like coincidence is often your subconscious repeating something familiar. Not because it's good for you, but because it's known. Here are 10 facts explaining why you attract one category of people. Fact 1. Familiarity over health. Your brain is not wired to make you happy. It is wired to keep you safe. And here's the problem. Your brain defines safe as what it already knows, even if that known experience is painful. When Sigmund Freud described repetition compulsion, he was pointing to a deep psychological loop. You unconsciously recreate past emotional experiences, hoping this time, the outcome will be different. If you grew up in an environment where love was inconsistent, where attention came and went, where affection had to be earned, then your nervous system learned something dangerous. Love equals uncertainty. So later in life, when you meet someone stable, calm, and emotionally available, it might feel boring. But when you meet someone unpredictable, distant, emotionally confusing, it feels exciting. Not because it's good, but because it's familiar. You're not choosing toxicity consciously. Your brain is recognizing a pattern it has practiced for years. Fact 2. Attachment styles. The way you love today was programmed long before you understood what love was. John Bowlby showed that early relationships, especially with caregivers, create what we call an attachment style. This is your emotional blueprint for connection. If your caregivers were inconsistent, you may develop anxious attachment. Distant or cold, you may develop avoidant attachment. Stable and responsive, you develop secure attachment. Now here's where it becomes powerful. If you have an anxious attachment style, you may chase people who pull away, feel intense fear of abandonment, overinvest emotionally very quickly. If you have an avoidant style, you may feel uncomfortable with closeness, withdraw when things get serious, choose emotionally unavailable partners. And here's the trap. Anxious and avoidant individuals are often drawn to each other. Why? Because they confirm each other's beliefs. One fears abandonment. The other avoids closeness. So the cycle continues. Perfectly. Not by accident, but by design. Fact 3. Chemistry can mislead. That intense connection you feel at the beginning, that this is different energy. It can be deceptive. Harville Hendrix explains something profound. We are unconsciously attracted to people who resemble the emotional environment of our childhood. So when you feel that instant spark, it might not be love. It might be recognition. Your brain is saying, I've felt this before. But what exactly is it recognizing? Not necessarily care. Not necessarily respect. Sometimes, it's recognizing emotional distance, unpredictability, the need to prove your worth. This is why healthy relationships can feel slow at first. Because they don't activate your old wounds. While unhealthy ones feel intense, addictive, almost magnetic. That chemistry you trust so much? It can be your unresolved past, pulling you back into the same story. Fact 4. Self-worth determines standards. You don't attract what you say you want. You attract what you believe you deserve. And this belief is often silent. Nathaniel Branden spent his life studying self-esteem, and one idea stands out. Your level of self-worth sets the ceiling for how others treat you. If deep inside you feel, I'm not enough, I have to earn love, people always leave me, then you may ignore red flags, tolerate disrespect, stay longer than you should, not because you're weak, but because your internal standard says, this is what I deserve. And people sense that. Not consciously, but through your behavior. Through what you accept. Through what you excuse. Through what you don't walk away from. High self-worth doesn't just change how you feel, it changes what you allow. And what you allow defines your relationships. Fact 5, emotional energy before you say a word. You communicate something. Your presence speaks. Albert Mehrabian demonstrated that a large part of communication is nonverbal, tone, emotion, body language. But let's go even deeper. Your emotional state creates a kind of signal. If you carry insecurity, fear of being alone, emotional dependency, you may unconsciously overgive too early, seek validation instead of connection, ignore your own needs, and this does something powerful. It attracts people who take advantage of that openness, mirror your instability, or feel overwhelmed and pull away. On the other hand, when you carry calmness, self-respect, and emotional stability, you naturally attract people who match that frequency. Because emotionally healthy people are not drawn to chaos. They are drawn to clarity. Your energy is not mystical, it's behavioral, psychological, and deeply real. It's in your boundaries, your tone, your choices. And it's always speaking. Even when you're silent. Fact 6, trauma repetition. Unresolved emotional wounds don't just fade with time. They don't disappear quietly. They return. In patterns. According to Bessel van der Kolk, author of The Body Keeps the Score, trauma is not just an event that took place in the past, it is also the imprint left on mind and body. This means something powerful. And dangerous. Your mind is not simply remembering pain, it is recreating situations that feel familiar, even when they hurt you. You may find yourself attracted to people who ignore you, invalidate you, make you feel not enough, not because you enjoy suffering, but because your brain is trying to rewrite an old story. It's like an unfinished chapter. A child who felt abandoned may unconsciously choose distant partners, hoping that this time, the ending will be different. But here's the truth, without awareness, you don't heal the wound, you relive it. Over and over again. Fact 7, fear of intimacy. Sometimes it's not that you can't find the right person. It's that when the right person comes close, you pull away. Not consciously, but deeply. You see, real intimacy is not just about closeness. It's about being seen. Fully. And that can feel terrifying. Erich Fromm once wrote, "Love is the only sane and satisfactory answer to the problem of human existence." But he also understood something most people ignore. Love demands vulnerability. It requires you to drop the mask. To risk rejection. To expose your fears, your flaws, your truth. And if, at some point in your life, vulnerability led to pain, your mind learns a simple rule: closeness equals danger. So what do? You choose people who are emotionally unavailable. People who can't get too close. People who guarantee distance. Because distance feels safe. Fact 8, not all attraction is love. Let's be honest for a moment. Not every connection is built on love. Some are built on what you represent. Status. Security. Attention. Validation. Comfort. And sometimes, even loneliness. As Erich Fromm also observed, modern man thinks he loses something when he falls in love. In modern relationships, people often approach love like a transaction. What do I gain? What do I receive? What do you give me? So someone may be drawn to you not because they love who you are, but because they love how you make them feel, or what you provide in their life. And that distinction changes everything. Because when attraction is based on function, not connection, the relationship becomes fragile. The moment you stop providing, the attraction fades. Fact 9, ignoring red flags when emotions rise. Logic often falls. You feel the chemistry, the excitement, the connection. And suddenly, things that should concern you don't. You notice the inconsistency, but you explain it away. You see the disrespect, but you minimize it. You feel the discomfort, but you silence it. Why? Because desire has a way of distorting perception. According to Daniel Kahneman, we are prone to overconfidence in what we believe and underestimate uncertainty. In simple terms, you trust your feelings too quickly and question reality too late. This is how people stay in situations they should have left early. You don't ignore red flags because you're weak. You ignore them because your mind is trying to protect the fantasy. Until reality becomes impossible to ignore. Fact 10, self-awareness limits attraction. Every relationship you enter is a reflection of your inner world. If you don't understand yourself, your needs, your fears, your patterns, you will unconsciously choose people who match your confusion, not your potential. Carl Rogers captured this perfectly. The curious paradox is that when I accept myself just as I am, then I can change. Self-awareness is not just self-knowledge. It is self-honesty. It's asking yourself difficult questions. Why am I attracted to this person? What am I avoiding? What patterns keep repeating in my life? Because here's the deeper truth. Your emotional depth determines the depth of connection you can create. If you are disconnected from yourself, you will connect with people who keep you at the surface. But when you truly understand yourself, you stop chasing what feels familiar and start choosing what is healthy. As we reach the end, take a moment and look inward. Maybe the real question isn't, why do I meet the wrong people? But, what part of me keeps choosing them? That small shift changes everything. It moves you from frustration to responsibility, and that's where your power begins. You don't break patterns by changing others. You break them by changing what you tolerate, believe, and choose. Real change is internal. It starts with awareness, honesty, and self-worth that doesn't depend on approval. As Carl Jung said, I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become. Your past explains your patterns, but it doesn't define your future. You're not unlucky. You're patterned. And patterns can be unlearned. The moment you become aware, you stop repeating the same story, and start writing a new one. If this resonated with you, like, share, and subscribe to Love. Until next time. See you in the next video.